Hello, my name is Jeff Perry. I'm here to provide the academic section update. So our vision is to promote high-quality emergency patient care by conducting world-leading education and research in emergency medicine. I'd like to acknowledge the academic section executive, including Eddie Lang, who's our vice chair and who will be taking over for me as chair of this section following this meeting. Rod Lim, who is our leadership chair, Rob Woods, who is our education committee chair, Andrew McCrave, the head for research, and Lori Morrison for NICER. So just as a reminder, we do have the 4 pillars under us: the leadership, scholarship, research committee, and NICER. So some of the highlights of the last year for each committee: the leadership committee held the 2021 academic symposium, including 3 panels. One provided recommendations for CAPE to engage in sustained action to counter the impacts of racism and colonialism. The second provided recommendations on how CAPE can best support improvements in gender equity for women and non-binary physicians working in emergency medicine. And the third made recommendations on education about sexual and gender minorities within Canadian emergency medicine residency programs. The Leadership Committee also continued to do virtual leadership series this spring. This was an extension of their previous leadership workshop in Mexico, which had to be adapted due to COVID. This sort of focused on behind the scenes challenges of leadership during a pandemic, and also the role of the EM leader as far as physician wellness. They're going to plan to offer some more similar leadership topics in this fall. The Education Committee has developed a new education scholarship workshop. Last fall, they held a 3-hour boot-style camp workshop, which was very well attended, and they repeated this session again as a pre-conference event. Tamara McCall will be taking over as the Education Committee Chair, and next year's academic symposium will be focused on education. So they'll be busy coming up with the 3 panels for next year's symposium. They continue to deliver the GEMS and the FEIs. So these GEMS again are sort of monthly education section event, which provides great evidence and medical education summaries, and the feature education and innovation, which are monthly in the CAPE communique. The research committee has also been quite busy. They held their grant competition. There's 37 grant proposals, of which 10 were awarded CAPE grants. There's 2 quality improvement patient safety grants, 4 junior CAPE grants of $5,000 each, 2 CAPE SHREMI grants of $5,000 each, and 2 $10,000 funded by the EMAF annual fund. They had to postpone the academic symposium to the fall last year, which was held on October 1st. And here there are 3 panels. The first was on how to collaborate in emergency medicine research. The second provided recommendations for starting, building, and sustaining programs of research in emergency departments with emerging research programs. There's not a lot of existing infrastructure. The third was presented recommendations for building success of full collaborations between researchers and quality improvement specialists. They also developed a collaboration with the Canadian Institutes for Health Research, where there is now a mid-career lecturer award to provide a plenary presentation in emergency medicine at the CAPE annual conference. This year's awardee is Dr. Venkatesh Thurgana Sambandamurthy, or Dr. Venk, and this will continue annually for 2 more years. NICER also was extremely busy and held its 6th annual meeting, which was done virtually. There's 82 attendees, and over the course of the last year, there's been 12 additional protocols that have been endorsed by NICER for a total of 25 endorsed protocols, 9 of which have received funding for almost $8 million. NICER 2022 is planned to go ahead, and it'll be the 7th annual meeting, planned for March 1st to 3rd at the Fairmont Chateau Blanc. Finally, EMAF, this is a fund that's used to help support research. It depends on the Docs of Rock as well as the donations from members. Given that Docs of Rock has not been able to fundraise for the last 2 years, it is extremely vital that if you're able to please donate to the EMF. Thank you.